And we are live Sunday, December 8th, 3 p.m. Welcome, everybody. This one is going to be for the public. I always do a Tesla Weekly Live every weekend, every Sunday. This is exclusively for my Discord members who are members of this channel. Once a month, I tend to do a Tesla Weekly Live that's open to the public. So here it is. This is the one. So let's just recap a little bit what happened last week. Everybody's talking about Tesla last week. Since last week, everybody's talking about Tesla. Let's just recap what happened. We knew and we saw on last Thursday, we saw something was different. And because Tesla was could not go higher than 360.65. We went very close to 360.65 November 11th. Then we came down. Then we got stuck under 348.29. This is what we do on this channel. We are looking at the patterns between the supply and demand, buyers and sellers, the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. It's right there happening right in front of our eyes. We only need to have the stock price chart in order to understand what is happening and find buying opportunities at the right time. We cannot time the market in the future too much, like Tesla is going to be at this price in the future. Some people can do this. I don't do this. I look at the present, and when I see that Tesla cannot break 360.65, like it could not do it since November 11th. Could not do it. Look at this. One line, I can draw one line, and I have a ceiling for the price of Tesla stock for close to a month. So November 11th, we tried. We tried again November 22nd. We tried and failed November 25th. We tried again December 2nd. We really tried December 4th, and we succeeded. We succeeded last Thursday, December 5th. When we see this, we are making a top. Thank you, Adrian. When we see a top, and then we break the top, this is telling us that something has changed in the market. Technically, we don't need to understand, well, what is the news that made Tesla stock go higher? Is it an analyst that raised its price target? Is it a good news that Tesla is going to made and delivered way more cars? Is it because some ARK Invest decides to create a Tesla fund that is tracking Tesla? We don't really need to know. What we need to know is that in order to get a Tesla share between November 11th and December 4th inclusively, we could get one below 360.65 because there was enough supply. There were enough sellers for the buyers that wanted a Tesla share. Boom. Now, since Thursday, something happened. Either there are less sellers or more buyers, but the end result is the same. Price needs to go up for everybody that wants to buy a share to get one. So this is what we are looking at. Boom. So this is an imbalance in the market. The buyers are overpower the sellers. And this to us is a signal that there's an imbalance and we can buy. This is a buy signal. I'm beating around the bush. This is a buy signal. This is a buy signal. Thank you, Adrian. This is a buy signal. You don't have to buy if you don't want to. You could have bought 2 weeks before. That's fine. You can buy. You can buy and sell at any point in time. I don't mind. You can buy and sell at any point in time. There are many ways of investing and trading in the stock market. But what I am giving you is the actual moment. I don't know in advance. I did not know on the 4th that on the 5th this was going to happen. I had some feelings, but we don't act on feelings. We act on fact. Boom. You know, if we look at December 5th, let's look at December 5th. December 5th, boom. First hour of the day, boom, we crossed. This is proof. So even if you go on the 5-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart, within 5 minutes, we knew. So 360.65 is right here. 360.65 is right here. This is the big 360 that I've been talking about since November 11th. This is it right here. So now I'm on the 5-minute chart. Each candle is worth 5 minutes of time. In the first 5 minutes on Thursday, December 5th, boom, we broke. Boom, you could have bought there. Because this is where the imbalance happened. And if you bought there, you are in profit. You are in profit. Let me show it. Because we are at 389 and maybe we are going to continue. But you are in profit. You can make money. You can sell them and you can make money. Boom. It's easy as that. You can sell after 1 day. You can sell after 2 days. You can sell in 2030. You can sell at any point in time. But here we had the specific instance where the imbalance happens. We did not know a week later. We knew it right smack on it because we knew what to watch for. 360.65. I've been harping about that number for a month. 360.65, 360.65. If you see Tesla stock above 360.65, this is telling us that buyers cannot get no longer share. There's scarcity. There's scarcity. So it's getting more scarce. Get in. But you don't have to get in. So, and this is what we do on this channel. We identify these inflection points, and we have many. Each time you see a yellow arrow here, this is a time where we mentioned it. You know, if you, yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. June 26th. June 26th. So Tesla share went down to $194. 194, under 194 at the beginning of the year, this year, January 25th. 194.35, 194.35, 194.35. Could not break it, except here. So sometimes it does not work. I'm going to tell you, sometimes it does not work. So let's take it from the start. So January 25th, we went below 194.35. Let's look at it in detail. 194.35 is right here. I hope I don't lose you guys. This is in 4K. You should be able to see it nice. So 194 is right here. We went lower January 25th. Then look at the price. It started to climb higher, but could not close above. It could not close above because the red candle, the close on the red candle is at the bottom of the rectangle. The close for a green candle is at the top. So we could not close above 194. So we tried. We tried, could not. Tried, could not. And if you notice, we were not going as low. This is the low that we went on February 5th. This is the low that we went on February 14th. I hope you bought flowers to your girlfriend. Then, so the lows were getting higher, but we could not break 194.35. Then boom, we broke it here. Broke it here. So this is a buy signal right here. This is a buy signal. That did not work. Then we came, yeah, kind of lower. Depending on where you put your stop loss, you could have been stopped out. But you went above, below, and then below. So, you know, it does not work all the time. It does not work as well all the time. But if we have a close, a decent stop loss that's not too far away. We don't lose much money. And there's always risk in the stock market. If you are expecting things to work 100% of the time, go somewhere else, because it's impossible. Or put your money in the bank at 2%. So, yeah, this was a little bit iffy. This was not good. But then we came back below. Tried again. Look at this. Bad earnings. Bad earnings sometimes don't mean much. Tesla soared, but could not still close above 194.35. Again, could not break above until June 26. Boom. So this was another buy signal right there. This was another buy signal. There still was risk. There was still risk. Risk. But if you took that risk with a stop loss a little bit below, maybe around, I don't remember the time, but maybe around 187, you buy at 194.35, a little bit higher, and you put your stop loss at 187. So this is not too bad. And boom, it launched. So this is what we do on this channel. We identify those buy signals that happen. Some work better than others, but yeah. And we don't hold onto a stock just because it's a great company. That's my philosophy. You don't need to share the philosophy, because even a great company can have its stock go down for 2 years. Since November 2021, Tesla has been going down. It's no longer going down because we broke outside of it. But for 2 years, if you were dollar cost averaging, you were dollar cost averaging down. You could have used your money elsewhere to dollar cost average up instead of down. Still in that downturn, we still had some nice moves. We still had some nice buys in 2023 in January. Boom. Went from 125 to $200. That's a nice move. Another one, 173 to whatever you sold. I don't tell you when to sell. This is you and your own philosophy, greed, financial objective. You decide when you sell. I'm telling you when it's launching. It's launching. You can join. If you already have some stock, you can add to what you have. If you don't have it, you can buy into it. You can buy stocks, you can buy options, but the same technical analysis works for many different strategies in the stock market. Stocks, options. I'm gonna sell as soon as I make 10%. I'm gonna sell after the stock crosses the moving average. So these are all valid reasons to sell. But I'm here to tell you there's an imbalance right here. You could get in now if you want to. So yeah, this is what we do. And where can Tesla go? Where can Tesla go? So if I go here, and I should clean this up a little bit. I know I have a lot of lines. I'm known for my lines. I get them at Costco, so I get them very cheap. So this is the current channel. Let me find the best way to show you. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Whoops, I don't want to mess up my lines. So if you zoom out a little bit, this is a big bullish channel. This is Tesla's big bullish channel. And this shows exactly what has happened, In 2020, Tesla was at about $17. We had a few splits. So at the time, it was not $17. It was much higher. But because of the splits, all the numbers get split, get reduced. So yeah, so we were at $17 right here. We went super high. It took us 2 years to go to the all-time high 415. Then, so this was in November of 2021. Then, for almost 2 years, we came down. And this is typical behavior. When you have a channel, stock moves like this. If you have a downward channel, it moves like this, you know. And it's not perfectly like this. Sometimes, let me draw another one. Sometimes it's gonna stick here, it goes this way, you know, it can, no, it does not go back, but you catch my drift. It can do many things. It's not a perfect zigzag all the time. I wish it was a perfect zigzag all the time, but it's not. But the concept is still the same. We go from one side, this is the bullish channel right here, one side to the other, and we came to this side like this. And this was a downward channel that lasted 2 years. So Tesla was not doing great for 2 years, even though it's a great company. So this is why, yeah, you can invest in a great company, that's fine, but don't expect necessarily that the stock is going to follow. So went from this side to this side, now to this side, and now we don't know when, but if we are looking at this other side, we don't know when it's going to reach it. But if it reaches it very soon, we are talking about $500, 505, let's say. If we reach it in 2026, because we might have things like this, we can be talking about 550. But at least this is giving us an idea of where we could be. And if I go in 2028, we are talking about $600. This is $600 in March of 2028. So this is what this allows us to do. Those lines, they are expressing a pattern that we saw a stock do. It's not an invented pattern. We saw the stock do it. So if we go like we have started, we could be reaching 508 at the end of January in 2025. So maybe in a month or two, we could be at $500. It's possible. Then we could be going down. We could be doing all sorts of things. But before we get to 500, so between 500 and 600, between January 25th and March of 2028, 500, 600. If we break it, then if we break above that bullish channel, then this is going to tell us that the pattern has even changed. This long-term pattern that lasted for years has changed. So that would be news in itself. It would be news in itself if we break that resistance. But even if we don't break it, 500, 600 is really possible. Before that, well, we need to think about the all-time high. Everybody's talking about this. All-time high is, let me look at the all-time high and tell you exactly what is the number. Exactly. Let me find it. Let me just adjust this. Okay. So this is the candle that did the all-time high. So the high of that candle, 414.50. 414.50. That's the exact. Maybe one person bought one share at 415.50, but that's the all-time high. So going back on the weekly chart. Oh boy, let me reset this. So the 500 is here. So before, we need to break this all-time high right here. So it's possible that we just stop here because we spend a significant amount of time in 2021 between 313.13 and 415. I called it 415.47, but we spent some time right here. So we could be going up to 415. We are very close to it. And maybe it's going to be hard to break that 415. So let's not talk about 500 yet. We need to break 415. If we break 415, this is going to be another buy signal, because we should theoretically stop at 415, because we stopped there in the past. And just like I showed you, just like I showed you with 194, when we are under a horizontal line, we are supposed to not cross it. We are not supposed to cross it. We are not supposed to cross it. We are not supposed to cross it. Yes, we had a fluke here, but we are not supposed to cross it. We are supposed to come back down. Here we were a little bit further away, come back down. When we cross it, that's an event. So watch it next week. If you see Tesla at 415, then we have crossed it. That's our buy signal again. So we could get another buy signal to, if you are already in Tesla, you don't need to buy again. If you want to buy again, you can buy again. If you don't have Tesla, you can just buy once for once. But this is going to be another buy signal that is going to tell us that there's an imbalance between the buyers and sellers. So 415, remember that, 415. If we break 415, we have a reasonable amount of confidence that we should be continuing, because this is kind of the last frontier, the last known frontier before the 500 that I was showing you. So yeah, so that's it. So I wanted to just talk a little bit this Sunday. You can become a member of my channel. I do a Tesla video every single day. Yes, we have some people that I used to do a lot more stocks. I used to do, Apple every day, Amazon, AMD, Adobe, ARM, Google, Microsoft, Meta. I used to do like 20 or 30 stocks, but took too much time for the benefit I was getting. My time is precious, so I could just be doing this and not even doing any video. I do one video every day. So I decided to limit it to Tesla, because it's a very popular stock. These other stocks are a little bit less popular, but if you want me to give you the buy signals on all of these stocks that I used to do, I do that right now. I have a membership on YouTube. So if you get the membership, the buy alert membership, you get those buy signals that I'm giving you. Closed above, I'm giving you the stop, and even the target you can start to sell at. So I'm giving you all of this. If you are part of the buy alert, this is a lot of value. It's $100 a month. I charge $100 a month, and with one trade, you should make more than $100. So it's practically free, and you are almost getting paid. And if you want even more, I have a Discord server where we discuss. So every single day of the week, I post stuff about each of the stocks that are in my watch list. Apple, Adobe, AMD, Amazon. So I post stuff that I post observations that I see. You can ask questions. We have a channel called Great Stock and Companies. So these, if you find a great company on the internet and say, maybe it's time to invest, put it there. I'm going to draw the lines, and we are going to know if it's time or not. So the intent is to have people with the same goal, using the same philosophy. I have some channels where we get automated news. So if you want to have some news about NEO, boom, you don't have to search, they come right to you. And there's some technical analysis theory that I post here so that you can learn a bit. Anyway, so this is what I do with my time. So I decided to use my time instead of doing a video that has 30 stocks that takes me an hour every single day. I prefer to spend that hour differently in the Discord channel to go a little bit deeper. So there you have it. This is why I stopped covering. And thank you very much. Very nice. If you had to guess, well, I can extrapolate what I see. I don't know if you call it a guess. You know, this is MSTR. It's stabilizing at 378.58. Stabilizing there. No stochastic. If it breaks that, then it's gone. Still above the moving average. So far, so good. Right now, you know, this is what's happening right here. This is what's happening. And this is what's happening at the same time. We have both. So it's gonna be resolved at some point. You know, the highs are going down, the lows are going up. Who knows what is going to happen? So it needs to break something. It needs to break something to tell us in what direction it wants to do, because right now it's just in balance. The sellers are here, the buyers are here, and they agree in a smaller range. So something is going to happen. Maybe it's just going to continue like this, or maybe it's going to go, or maybe it's going to go. So right now I would wait. To see what happens and which direction it takes. It's the market that's telling us what to do. It's the market. Yeah, Tate, yeah, I remember Tate. What's your total Tesla allowance? Yeah, Tate, I remember you. Allocation. Well, yeah, that's a long story. I used to be 80% Tesla. Now I am doing more options on the technical analysis I do. So I have to put less money in, but I make even more money out. So I'm playing with options. Thank you, Bogdan. So yeah, this is going to be it for me. So thank you for joining on this live, this unscheduled live. And I'm just going to end by saying, I just love this. You know, we have an unfair advantage when we can identify a blockage for a stock and then it breaks it. That's your buy signal, and then most of the time it continues. So there's money to be made everywhere. The best one yet was Neo Battery Material. You know, I'm gonna brag. This is my life. I'm gonna brag. So Neo, we saw the break right here at what? At 13 cents. We saw it at 13 cents. And we even saw it at 9 cents. We had a little bit of a break at 9 cents. We had the flat right here, 9 cents Neo. Not Neo, Neo Battery Material. 9 cents. This one is on TSX. I think there is a version on NASDAQ. 9 cents, we saw it. Oh. But waiting at 13 was not too bad. Look at this right now. I didn't know it was going to go this high. 79 cents. This was a good one. They are not all this good. But once you have a break, it tends to continue. Because if a price goes higher, why should it go lower the next day all of a sudden? If the market changed, the market does not change every 3 seconds. If you are watching the market as a whole change, it could reverse. Sometimes it reverses because you have short sellers that gang up on a stock. Yes. But most of the time, when you have a big change in the market, it's going to stay. See? You know, we had the top right here, you know, Ion Q. We had the top at 962. Could not break 962. 962. Close to 962. Extremely close to 962. Super close for 4 days to 962. Okay, you can argue that it broke it here. Okay, I'm going to give you that. So maybe you entered here and had to sell for the stop loss. Okay, I'm going to give you that. Then boom, broke it. $9. Now it's at 36. They don't all work like this. But look at the pattern. A big line cannot break the line when it breaks it. Maybe there's a few hiccups. But when it breaks it, you make up for that. Everywhere. Everywhere. Any stock. ARK Invest. ARK Invest. ARK Invest. ARK Invest, you know, could not break this line right here. This is in 2018. Could not break, could not break, could not break. Broke it. Lasted a little bit of a while, came back. Shoot. Bugs me. It bugs me as well as much as it might bug you. Then broke it again, came back low. I don't like when it zigzags, but if we are patient and if you have a stop loss that's reasonable, we don't get zigzag too much, then boom, 55 to 160. So yes, maybe we get zigzagged a few times, but here and here, but when it launches, it makes up for it. So voilà. I think you said it's about 1,200. No. This is a YouTube membership, so you pay every month. So it's $200 a month. And if you're tired after a month, you cancel and you pay the month. So it's YouTube that's managing it. I don't manage it. You go on the membership section, you click join, and you have different the buy alerts are at $100 and the Discord server at $200 US. So depending on what you want, and yeah, let me talk about this. If you want a copy of those lines, that's $30 a month. $30 a month, and see, share list, and I share this. I share my lines. You can view and copy those lines on your TradingView account, so you get the same lines and you can see when it breaks them. Crash correction, no. We use the VIX to watch for crashes, and the VIX has been super low recently. So Dow Jones is going higher all the time, S&P also. So it could reverse Monday. I don't know. So far, so good. What is the English translation on your sign off? Yeah. Yes, I'm going to say that. So I say à la prochaine, which means like until next time. Until next time. So yeah, that's it for me. So I'm going to wish you a great rest of the weekend. Join me tomorrow on my free video to see where Tesla has gone tomorrow. So have a great weekend, and we are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you exactly that. À la prochaine.